Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys, up early, recording this right here, and what we're going to be getting into is 3 KOBES sneakers that have loaded on Snkrs. I obviously discussed these recently. I was going to, I told you guys they were going to load, and this has been public information too. It's been all over Twitter, Instagram. These were going to load for the 13th on Snkrs. If not, it's going to be pushed back a little bit, but looks like all 3 of them, the Kobe 4 Philly, Kobe 6 Italian Camo, and the Kobe 8 Venice Beach, 3 different Kobe models, all have loaded for the 13th, so we're going to get into it, kind of discuss it, and I'm going to give you guys an updated resale prediction since some of the prices have already dropped, and I don't expect any of these to really be rising a lot over the next couple weeks. Main reason being is that pairs are going to be coming in, from Snkrs and retailers and raffle wins, and with all that, it's going to be more pairs for sale than right now, and that's obviously with more sellers, that's going to drop the price. So we'll discuss the rest of it, everything in this video. If y'all want more content like this, just check out my Instagrams, any of that. Don't forget, you go to my most recent reels, just right here. My pinned reel, you guys can enter for your chance to win a free pair of military blue Jordan 4s, since we're going to be announcing the winner of that on May 24th, whenever the official release date is, and I think it's May 24th. So whenever that day is, that's when we're going to be announcing the winner, and someone's going to be getting a free pair. So that's really all I need to say. I hope you guys will enjoy. Don't forget, you can subscribe and like for more content like this too in the channel. Just trying to 200 likes on this video just lets me know that these videos are helpful to you guys. You get something from them. So that's what it lets me know. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys for doing that recently. It's helped me out a lot. And yeah, let's just continue here. So first things first, as you guys can see, 4/13, 11 a.m. 4/13, 11 a.m. Now there's one thing right off the bat I'm going to notice that's a bit different. 4/13, 11 a.m. So you can see they're all the same time, but 11 a.m. That's one thing that's different. Usually Snkrs drops will load for 10 a.m., right? So we got it an hour later. Looks like they're doing them all at 11, giving people a little bit more time to get up, giving the West Coast until 8 o'clock. So congrats to my West Coast people. You can sleep in a little bit more than usual, so that's a good thing. But don't sleep too late, you know what I mean? Because all 3 of these are worth going for, especially if you're looking to flip any. I mean, all 3 of them definitely sell for pretty good prices. But I mean, these are just cool sneakers, and I think we're going to see more dubs. And what I mean by this is we're going to, have 3 drops to go for. So, I mean, you're going to have more of a shot to hit on something when you're entering for 3 things. You'll maybe get one of the 3 things. I know some people will get all 3 because some people's luck is absolutely crazy. But we will definitely see a fair share of dubs. And what I also, I think there's grade school, not for the Phillies, but for the Venice Beach, I believe. If you scroll down, there's preschool. Yeah, there's big kid sizes. I'd enter for the big kid sizes. I think those will flip. I don't know about the little kids ones. And for the Italian Camo, I think there's No, there isn't. Okay, so it's just for the Venice Beaches at the moment, but all same day, all same time, 11 a.m. or 8 a.m. Again, if you were on the West Coast, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, again, probably my favorite one out of these 3, I would say, would either be the Venice Beach or the Philly. I'm just gonna be real; those are kind of more my style. I actually have a personal pair of the Phillies right here, so I mean, I really like the Phillies. That's hence why went out the way and got them early. But aside from that, $190 retail price in all of them. It's all the same price that they're doing. Even though it's 3 different Kobe models, they all retail for the same price. That's kind of a nice thing to see, because Jordan across different models, different retail prices. Like a Jordan 1 is not the same cost as a Jordan 4, and a Jordan 4 is not the same cost as a Jordan 3. Pretty close, but not the same. You know what I mean? They kind of change the cost between each model. So it's nice to see that all of these have the same retail. But yeah, aside from drop date, drop time, most of you guys know, how I recently made a how to cop video on the sneaker a couple days ago, so I'm not really going to get into all the details of how you can get this shoe. Obviously, with sneakers is an account game. So the more accounts you have, the higher shot you're going to have of hitting. It's basically, a lottery where, the more tickets you'd have, the bigger shot you'd have of hitting the lotto. It's kind of like that with sneakers. The more accounts you enter in, the more bigger shot you're going to have of hitting all the shoes. So aside from that, some basic info there, seeing that they're all same date and time. Don't forget, for the Venice Beach, please scroll down and enter for the little kid sizes, because I mean, those are definitely something you can work with right there. If you end up hitting on them, I think they'll flip for sure. Just go look at the Kobe 8 Halo grade school sizes. Those flip decently, but let's just check out the resale prices right now. So as you guys can see, recently when I was discussing these, I kind of gave a resale range. I was like, the Venice Beaches will probably chill. I think I was saying that some of the small sizes would dip a bit below 250, but it looks like the reason I'm even making this video and giving you guys an updated resale prediction is because, as you guys can see, some are already dipping below 250. So personally, where I see the Venice Beach is chilling, probably at a range of $200 to $275. I think the big sizes will be closer to $275, but keep in mind, none of these are really going to get super close to retail unless it's a size 6.5 or 7. Those are going to be the ones that will chill near retail, which, keep in mind, this is one thing I want to mention, because I've sold multiple KOBES in size 7 and made good money on them. If you're able to grab some of these in size 7, some of the Phillies in size 7, some of the Italian Camos in size 7, and just put them away for, you know, a year or two, consignment prices down the line, like even this December, you'll be able to consign them and make some good money on them. Because for some reason with size 7s, they do produce a good amount of them, but a lot of them don't end up on the market. I just noticed that with some, you know, KOBES I'd, you know, been flipping from 2020 and 2021. Been making some really good sales in those recently. So I recommend grabbing a size 7 or 2 for retail, because it looks like they're already getting there, maybe even under. I don't think it'll go under, but you might be able to get a couple really close to retail or at retail. Just put 1 or 2 away, you know, for a little bit. I think that'll benefit you down the line, because I mean, this is a cool shoe, right? Go look at the OG Venice Beaches. Those go for a crazy amount. I mean, obviously you can wait that long if you want to. You know, that's like 10 years though, so I wouldn't recommend waiting 10 years to sell this shoe, right? But because by the time you open it back up, you know, they might not be you know, looking very good. So I would just recommend, you know, getting a little bit of wear on them. If you got a pair that you're just getting in your size, you know, just wear them a little bit, beat them up. And then, yeah, just, you know, forget about them. That's one of the main things I would say. Just forget about, you know, the resale market prices on them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy 1 of each of these, maybe a couple of each, and, you know, just put them away and forget about them. Like, and that'll be it, you know. I feel like they'll be good down the line, because I know they're not going to restock these a bunch. You know, it's kind of the first, well, not the first, but one of first time they've done these KOBES recently. You know what I mean? Like, obviously these KOBES have been made before, but it's the first time they've kind of dived into a lot of these. So aside from that, resale prediction 200 to 275 on these. For the Kobe 4 Philly, market's pretty strong on these, but it's not actually the highest market. The highest market is these right here. Italian Camos selling very nice. So apparently these might be a little bit more limited than I thought, but I think people just like the Italian Camos a lot, because it's a sick shoe. It looks really nice in hand. I've had it. Dope pair. Definitely would get it for the collection. But these right here, I see the Phillies, honestly, the market's all over the place. I mean, you got small sizes selling at 280, big sizes selling at 400. That's a huge, like, spread, if you know what I mean. Like, that's a $120 difference between, you know, 7 to 13. Like, what? Like, all right, come on. Like, what's going on? But you usually see that more often with the sneaker when it's like 1-2 years down the line. You'll see big sizes, you know, super separated from small size pricing, or small size pricing super separated from big size pricing. Usually don't see it right off the bat. But personally, I see these Phillies probably chilling around $250 to $325. I'm gonna put the big sizes closer towards $325, because I see sizes, you know, obviously like a 15 will probably stay above $325, but like, you know, 12.5, 13, 14, 12, I see those personally dropping to like $320, $350-ish. But I could be completely wrong here, and Nike just doesn't drop enough of them at all, and they stay at these prices. That's another thing we have to keep in mind. That is totally possible. So if you go out the way, buy a pair right now, you're not, I mean, in a few months you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like that's really what it is. Like I kind of already did that, you know. It's like I got some of the Venice Beaches too. It's like, you know, I really wanted them, so, you know, I went and, you know, got them. But it's not like you got to do that, because I mean, obviously, first things first, try for retail on all 3. Gotta try, gotta be entering for all those raffles online. If you're not doing that, I mean, I've been doing that, so I hope you are too. Because I mean, that's always a shot. You know what I mean? I've hit off some places that people say, you know, nobody hits off. Like, for example, Premiere app. People say, oh, nobody can hit on Premiere. Everybody bots Premiere. I hit manually on Premiere for a really nice release. So it's possible, right? For, you know, I think it was for the Para Abstract SPs back in 2021 or 2022. So I mean, it is possible. You just gotta try. You know what I mean? So that's what I'll mention. But aside from that, that's my resale prediction on these. Probably around 270. I think I said 250 to 325. Smaller sizes probably closer to 250. But if they don't drop enough of them, they're gonna stay right exactly where they're at right now. So aside from that, let's look at the Italian Camos. Very surprised by these resale prices. I mean, look at this. I mean, yeah, we're talking a few days before the drop, and I mean, big sizes are still selling close to $500. Was I expecting this? No. I mean, I was expecting the Phillies, honestly, to be the one that resold for the most, then the Italian Camo, then the Venice Beach. But it looks like it's Italian Camo, Philly, then Venice Beach. So that's kind of the order of resale, in case you guys need to know. Italian Camos are the ones that are going for the most right now. I think the main reason for that is because, I think a lot more people like the Italian Camos than, you know, people then are saying it, right? I think, you know, there's people that are out there saying, oh, you know, I like the Phillies more, you know, I like like the Venice Beaches more, but in reality, the truth is people are really rocking with the Italian camos, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Clean colorway, totally agree with that decision. Honestly, like the two, I mean, I would tow all three. They're all three nice KOBES. I'm kind of being, you know, a little bit of a just, I'm having a sneakerhead moment where I'm like, you know what, I just buy all three. But yeah, it's kind of like, you know, personally, order of wear, I'd probably go Philly, Italian Camo, then Venice Beach. But I would wear all three. But in terms of resale, it's Italian Camo, Philly, Venice Beach, in case you just kind of need to know that order. But personally, I see these dropping in price. I think the prices are inflated at the moment. Like, again, as nice as these are, even if they end up being limited, I feel like these are, you know, pretty high prices. But keep in mind, we've seen a lot of KOBES chill at very high prices. Look at the Kobe Mambacitas, you know, some of the other, you know, earlier, I mean, you know, reverse Grinches. I'm not saying these are like those, but I personally see these probably still chilling at a high price. I'm going to put my resale range, my prediction at $300 to $400. I think the bigger sizes will stay closer to $400. I think, you know, the ones like 11.5, 12, 12.5, 13, I mean, people are already setting the market so high. So, you know, it's like resellers are going to see that and they're not really going to drop the market that much, right? But, you know, there's always the new guy that comes in, right? The new guy. I mean, this used to be me like back in like 2015, but there's always the new guy that comes in and undercuts the market a ton, right? Don't do that. Don't be that guy. If you hit on a 13 or 12 in these, do not go to StockX and then list it at $375, right? There will be a lot of people that would want to, you know, come take that pair from you for doing that. But hey, you know, it's like, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, that's still obviously a solid profit. You're pretty much like doubling your money almost. But yeah, you know, don't do that. You're basically, I mean, that'd be cutting the market down by over $100. You know, I know there's some people that are eager to sell. I don't know. It'll probably happen anyways, but we just have to see how many pairs they drop. That's the main theme of what I'm discussing in this video. We have to see how many they do. I think they're going to do a lot of Venice Beaches. I think the Phillies will have, you know, fair amount. Italian Camo, I don't think they're going to do a lot of, just based off these early prices. I mean, I've seen backdoors for all three with equal stocks, so it's like, it's hard for me to tell, like, you know, which one's going to have the least, which one's going to have the most. I think they'll all have about the same, but these may have a little bit less just based off these prices. These are insane. So even the small sizes aren't even down, so that tells me a lot, you know. But that is what I will leave it at. Again, all dropping 11 a.m. on April 13th. Keep this in mind, all at the same time. For the Venice Beaches, please, I'll give you all one more reminder. Scroll down. Whenever you're here, just scroll down. See that? Enter for that. So make sure you do that because Snkrs will like you for doing that. So that is what I will leave it at. If y'all want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. Don't forget, we're trying to 200 likes on this video. Just lets me know that these are the types of videos y'all find helpful. Mainly just an updated resale prediction. That's what we were discussing in this video, showing y'all that they all loaded on Snkrs, 11 a.m., 413. Again, you can go watch my recent how-to cop. I might try and like pin it in a comment right there down below, which I'll pin the military blue giveaway down there also, because keep in mind y'all can enter for that. But I'll pin the how-to cop video for these in the comment section as well, so you can see all the raffles, some drop advice, stuff like that. But the drop time is now set, so 4:13, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. on the West Coast. Do not forget about that. But yeah, that's really what I can mention about these. They're all clean shoes. Like if you get any one, you should be happy. And if you hit for all three, you should be thanking God. That's what I'll leave it at. Yeah, if anybody hits all three, you're blessed, brother. All right. No, I don't want to see any more complaints out of you for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? No more. You have zero room to speak. If you hit on all three, your complaints are done for the year. That's what I'll leave it at. But yeah, no, I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, if you do hit on all three, I don't want to hear it. You're good. All right. So I'm gonna end that screen recording. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys. Hopefully I will catch you all in the next video. And I'll ask y'all one question. Which one's your favorite? Let me know. For me, it's gonna be the Phillies, or it's gonna be the Venice Beaches. I like the Italian Camos. I really do. But the Venice Beaches are fly. Those are nice, and it's a great summer shoe. So I'll leave it at that. Mortal Kombat. I'll probably play some of that right now before I go to UPS. So I'll catch y'all in the next one, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the tea. Now water can flow or it can crash.